Well, that's that about that. The only other real news going on in World of Warcraft today was more Dragonflight stuff, right? We had now let me go back. There we go. We had some hints that Alpha for Dragonflight is coming soon. Here it is. Dragonflight 10.0 patch pushed to CDN. So one of the WoW testing branches, WoW Vendor 3, I don't know what this shit is, but it's something that leakers look at all the time, has been updated by Blizzard's version 10.0 build. While this testing build is only accessible to Blizzard testers, it might indicate the start of Dragonflight Alpha. So it's already been 2 months since the first Dragonflight build hit the WoWDev servers. Check out the expansion timeline for a few more details. So this is the change here that says that Alpha could be coming soon. And from what we know, guys, based on timelines, Alpha needs to come soon, because they need to get this shit tested. Now, I will say one thing for sure that's making the timeline, I think, shrink a little bit more for Alpha and Beta and everything else is the fact that they're not adding in like a new power ramp system, right? There is no Azerite armor. There is no what's it called, like anima trees and shit and legendaries and all this stuff. Like, it's just, it is what it is. You're gonna gear out, you're gonna level up, and you go on from there. The only thing that's different, really, that's gonna be a power dynamic change is gonna be the new specs. Oh, I need to go to Orgrimmar. I need to go to Orgrimmar before I take that. The new specs and shit, that's what's gonna need balancing. So they show this timeline, and mind you, this would be the timeline for Alpha and everything had it started on June, what was it, June 20th? Where is it? June 23rd. Had Alpha started on June 23rd, and the release of the expansion would be December 31st, which we know is probably not going to be the case. They are not going to release the expansion on New Year's night. Okay, they're not going to do that. So the expansion is going to come out sooner than that, and Alpha is going to start later than this because already June 23rd is come and gone. So you see the Alpha Beta window shrinking compared to previous expansions. We are already smaller than this. I didn't realize the Battle for Azeroth Alpha and Beta was pretty small, but again, this line here right now is too far for Dragonflight because this line indicates December 31st release date. So this is going to be pushed up. This is going to be pushed in, so that's why we see a shrinking, a dwindling Alpha Beta period here. Those tarts are so damaging to pre-made Group Finder, though. As a Fury Warrior, I pump more than most. I came across Mythic Plus, but because Fury Warrior isn't topping the DPS charts, they don't accept me. I know, and that's why they got to work on these things, right? They can't just let 1 or 2 classes run rampant, because it does hurt everybody else who's trying to queue. They see 30 plus people are running. They think the only thing they can accept to 20. I know. It does. I mean, I'm on the other side right now where, like, I'm a Blood DK tank, and Blood DK right now is fucking top of the charts. It's great. Which means I know I'm getting invited over other people. Other tanks. I've actually seen people specifically requesting Blood DK tanks lately. Silver Dragon in chat, what's up? Yeah, we're gonna forward that. We're gonna forward that. How do you think I feel? I almost forced to max out all 4 covenants so I could do urn, spears, and gargoyles. Oh my god, and pop lights. You become a utility just to be able to do things. So that way you can get invited. That's funny. Can't wait when I spec into interrupt. Oh my god. Yeah, thank goodness. Look, there's a lot of things in this new spec trees that are interesting for sure. A lot of new, you know, a lot of old abilities that we are used to having as core abilities that we will now have to spec into. So the new trees are definitely going to be interesting. I too am going to have to spec into like Mind Freeze, you know, to be able to interrupt. That's going to be interesting. I've always had that. That's very weird. What's up? Good morning, Silver Dragon. I'm dreading the shaman tree. What the shaman trees will look like. Let's remember these are in. They're working. They're work in progress, right? So we'll see what they actually turn out like. The meta slaves ruin it for everyone else to get into groups. I agree. People get too into the meta. They think that like if it's not meta, I'm not doing it. That's wrong. There we go, goofy harpsichord music. Yeah. Look, I love the music from Karazhan. I just think for the stream it's kind of just doesn't fit the vibe. I'm a lock and I could do terrible DPS and people will carry me for summons and cookies. Well, yeah, that's the other thing, right? Locks don't only have like amazing DPS right now, it's utility too. Locks have the best utility as far as DPS go. Work in progress looks at current lock. Exactly. Whip equals we ain't got a clue. So we'll get it fixed in 10.2 maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, this would be June 23rd. This would be December 31st. There's no way they're releasing it on December 31st. We already know that. And we also already know that June 23rd has indeed passed. So this has shrunk from both sides. This is certainly going to be the smallest alpha beta period for any expansion ever. That's for sure. This will be the shortest. But like I said, there is no player powered balancing going on or testing. There is the trees, but those can be adjusted, and they will be adjusted as we get closer to the expansion, I'm sure. And that'll probably be the main thing about alpha and beta going down, besides the fact that they're testing out Dragon Isles and new quests and new cities and all that shit. Oh, and the Dragthier, of course. But as far as like balancing, there is certainly less balancing to be done in this expansion than there have been in previous like ones like Shadowlands and BFA and Legion, where you had artifact weapons here, Azerite armor here, all the what's it called, anima powers and all that shit here. So and covenant abilities. So less balancing than these last three expansions, but certainly some alpha and beta is going to be necessary. We're going to need to see testing going down, so we will see. We will see. I'm just going to quickly buy the Flask of Power here. And some Shadow Core oil. Yeah, just because we're doing normal today doesn't mean we can't. We shouldn't bring our shit, feast and flask. We still got to do it all. Alright, I'm happy. The bitrate looks good today. Alright, I'm taking this summon. That's my shaman in queue. He could pump. What? Did I miss it? Okay, got you. That's fine. He could pump season 1. I don't know about now. We're gonna find out. We still need a tank. I don't think I can single tank.
Come, servant. We have a realm to destroy.
Coffee, thank you for the follow and welcome to our Scourge. Has AH mount and raid every day. Still goes to AH. I don't. I know you have the auction house mount. We would also need a mailbox. I don't know. If you buy something, does the AH mount have a mailbox too? Does it? Or would someone just have to put it down? Your mount ain't good enough for Sam. I like the change of scenery. I think that's what it is. I like the change of scenery. I like to go to Orgrimmar every once in a while, considering how much I hate Oribos. I like to go back to Azeroth and just feel like I'm not stuck in the fucking Shadowlands because I hate it. Shamans aren't in a terrible spot, but it's taken since 9.0 to get there. Yeah. Blood DKs have gradually gotten stronger and stronger. Blood DKs were in a decent spot, but they have gotten stronger and stronger. Then the 4-piece set bonus release just took them to a whole nother level, as far as that goes. Oribos wouldn't be so bad if it had a damn age. Yeah, Well, even a lot of cities didn't have an auction house. Like, what's it called? Kultiris and Zandalar didn't have. They didn't have Zuldazar. They didn't have an auction house, but they were fine. Like, it was fine. It was fine to get around them. I just hate Orbos because it's a giant circle and I never know where the hell I am.